Hi guys, this is Aravind from Sportzian. Today we are going to see the squad analysis of CSK for the upcoming IPL edition, which is scheduled to take place in UAE this week. So we have Himant as well as with us today. So hi Himant.
Hi Arvind, hi guys. It's very exciting talking about the men in yellow.
So the CSK has been in news of late for many reasons. So we are not going to dwell into that today. To concentrate more on players and other important stuffs. To start off with, Raina missing out on this IPL for CSK has been a major blow. Whom do you think Himant can step in and fill out the void left by Raina?
Actually, nobody, right? I mean, Reina has been an IPL stalwart for CSK and the second of all-time run scorers in IPL. If you see CSK squad in general, I mean, you can call them Daddy's Army. I think this time they have lacked that batting power. Without Reina, it will be getting difficult, and it's difficult to replace him. And I think they've announced any replacements yet till now.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also, we'll have to wait and see what is going on Amazon mind and the CSK's management mind. And also, the other important person who is missing, obviously, is Harbhajan Singh. UA being a spin-friendly pitches and everybody talking about spin this IPL, I think that might be also a blow to CSK.
Yeah, but I guess I think we will miss out on the variety of Harbhajan because he brings the off spin to the attack. So that will be surely missed, I guess. But it won't be a major loss as compared to Raina. To start off with, we can talk about the top five batting positions and how it will be occupied.
Let me ask you something. Okay, when we talk about this opening slots, it will be interesting to see,
Yeah,
right? I don't see a proper opening pair for CSK. There is conundrum there that who will open, who will not open, because Raidu has failed in the previous edition. Has been a
yeah.
click in 2018's IPL edition, but he was not up to the mark in 2019 edition. It's a question like whether Dhoni will go with him or will he be trying youngsters like Rutraj Gaikwad? Like, there's been a lot of talk around Rutraj Gaikwad.
First game, I think Dhoni would like to prefer to go with experience. So my picks would be Shane Watson and Faf opening the batting and Raidu coming at number three, I guess, for the starting game against Mumbai on September 19th. So that will be my top three because it is a big game. It is an opening night. So I guess Dhoni would like to go with experience. So these three batsmen would be the top order for CSK.
Can't argue with the top three, Arvind. I mean, I think that's the best score that CSK can put it. Maybe it will be great if we can see somebody like Rutraj Gaikwad also opening. Maybe in the opening matches, if CSK can experiment. So it will be interesting,
Yeah.
but it depends on the mindset. Now, if they're surely to win in it, so I think they would be going with that stable top three of Faf, Watson, and Raidu.
Yeah, I think Gaikwad might get a play as the tournament progresses because if
Yeah.
one of the openers fail to fire, it may be Watto or Faf. Let's we will see. So coming to the middle order, I think CSK will go with Kedar Jadhav and Dhoni coming in at number five, followed by the two all-rounders Jadeja and Bravo. So what do you think, Hemant? Is
I would like to see Dhoni up the order. I would like to see him two down, batting at number four. I mean, you know that
okay?
Dhoni takes his time to get into the innings, anyways, and
Yeah, yeah,
he's like at his strike rate good in the end overs, the 16 to 20 over slot. His strike rate is about 240. Now if you want to stay and now Dhoni goes around that strike rate if he gets settled in the innings, and if he comes at around 15, 16 doesn't help the team's cause. Maybe if we can get in there at four and play an anchor role till 14th over or 15th over, let the other batsmen go around. We can start hitting the ball. I think that might be a very good proposition there. You know what Dhoni can do when he comes up the order. And yeah, I think there is no argument
yeah.
like Jadhav follows. Jadhav also gives extra spin option, and he's a spinner, so obviously on UAE pitches it might be really helpful.
It is just that I think the middle order cannot be rigid. I guess it can be flexible.
Hmm.
If Dhoni wants left-right hand combination in the middle, sometimes Jadeja can promote himself up batting the order. Or if a couple of wickets CSK loses in the power play, I think Jadhav can come before Dhoni, so that Dhoni comes in around 10th or 11th over. So that might be a case, I guess, going forward as the tournament progresses. I think the players are the same, but the positions may rotate depending upon the match scenario, I guess.
I feel that Dhoni has to come up the order. It's also because of the nature of the pitches. The nature of the pitches will be slow. I mean, even though if they're good at the start of the tournament, as the tournament progresses, the pitches will deteriorate and the spinners will come into action there. And I believe that Dhoni being there up the order and anchoring that position there and allowing batsmen to play, I think that would be a really game changer for CSK. And Arvind, I feel that CSK is like stacked up with all-rounders, right? They're most experienced all-rounders also. They'll be playing Bravo, they'll be playing Jadeja, they'll be playing Jadhav, and they'll be playing Watson also. And I think considering
Yeah.
this, it might be a nightmare for the opposition.
Yeah, sure, agreed. We also have Sam Curran. So if and then Bravo suffers a niggle or an injury, I think he can come in as a like and like replacement for Bravo. So I think CSK are pretty much stacked up in all rounders, I guess. So going to the bowling department now, CSK have preferred to play with the two Indian pace bowlers. They had success in the last 2 seasons, I guess. Do you think there is a spot for an overseas bowler like Lungi Ningidi or Hazelwood?
I mean, Arvind, considering the scenario, now if you see there are already three foreign player spots that has been filled. You will play Bravo, you will play Watson, and you will play Faf. And there is only one option left. And considering the pitches, I don't think Dhoni would be tempted to go with Hazelwood. I mean, he's like pretty decent and he's been having a great tournament in England as well. But coming to the UAE
Yeah,
pitches,
sure.
they might be too. I think he might be going with Tahir, who is a very much pretty good spin bowler, and he has match practice as well. He's just arrived from CPL. No, so I don't think
Yeah, yeah.
so. It should be an issue for Dhoni. If you consider the bowling department, I think CSK are like the strongest team in the tournament. With I think every time Dhoni will have 7 different bowling options.
Yeah, and I think we also know how Chawla is a great leg spinner in this IPL tournament, and he has a pretty good reputation. So I think he will be an automatic option in the playing 11. So he will be the Indian leg spinner along with the Tahir. And I think with Jadeja rolling his arms over and even Jadhav contributing the spin, I think it is a very spin-heavy department, which will be very helpful on the slow pitches in UAE. When the pitch is slow and dry and it turns, Dhoni is the king. So that is a great advantage CSK.
I think CSK has got 4 purple caps, 2 for Bravo, 1 for Tahir, and 1 for Mohit Sharma. I think you know that the man behind the stumps is always directing the bowlers, and if he can do it in Indian
Yeah.
pitches, and I think he will create a landmine in UAE. I don't think purple cap is going anywhere away from CSK this time around. And Arvind, I think Dhoni has been like he is very good in using his bowlers. Everybody knows that, and he's proved in the previous IPL seasons also by giving the ball to Harbhajan during power play. It's evident that he wants to slow things in the power play, and this time around,
Yeah, sure.
with the absence of Harbhajan, is there any proper replacement for CSK there?
Yeah, I guess I think the CSK has no prominent spin option to open in the power play, with Jadeja being weaker against the left-handers, and the leg spinners usually bowl during the middle overs, not in the power play. So I guess for the sole reason, he might be tempted to go with Hazelwood. In that case, I think one of the foreign openers has to sit out, and Murali Vijay might get a look in ahead of the foreign openers.
Yeah, I think that would be an interesting 11 also. But since it depends on the pitch nature also, and I think the man himself, the man who wears the number 7 jersey, he is retired from international cricket, and we'll get him only in the yellow. And I wonder, and it's evident, right? I mean, CSK has a very strong bowling lineup, but if you come to the batting lineup, it's an Achilles heel to them. You know, if a team can exploit them, then I don't think there is any escape for CSK there. And I think Dhoni will be a crucial part for holding that batting lineup.
Yeah, sure, agreed. In the absence of Chinnathala, the Thala has a more responsibility now on his shoulders. So I guess Dhoni has to be more aggressive and free flowing with his batting. And also, it has been more than 1 year since he played real cricket, and we are all waiting to see him back in action. The another good thing about the CSK is when they won the trophy when the last time, there were a lot of individuals who stood up for the team in crucial situations. It was either Jadhav or Raidu or Watson or Duplessis. It is not a single dependency as in compared to some other teams like RCB, for example. They are more reliant on Kohli or De Villiers. So I think so that will be an additional advantage for the CSK going forward. So Dhoni's form is very crucial for the progress of the CSK in this tournament. So if he clicks, it will be a very good tournament for the CSK all the way up to the finals. Or if it doesn't, it might be a tough tournament for the men in yellow, I guess.
We are also very eager to see Dhoni in action. So, guys, that's it from us. This is our team analysis of CSK. If you think that we missed out on something, please do mention in the comment section. And for such amazing sports content, please do like, share, and subscribe to Sportzian.